Hello, how's it going, everyone? How's it going? It is a Saturday. And what's it called? It's the Saturday after Christmas. We had a pretty eventful holiday, or at least pretty eventful. I ended up going to my parents' house. We have like little traditions every other year where we're just like, look, it's boring to have like the same kind of things for like Christmas. Because usually in America, you're usually doing like Thanksgiving too. It's treated like the sequel to Thanksgiving instead of just like an actual like day where you have something different. Some people have things like roast beef or ham or like a prime rib or something or some kind of roast. But every so often there's a roast, but usually we either usually go with either like getting Chinese takeout or doing something I guess making a ton of like kind of just like Italian American food. None of us are very or no one in my family is like Italian, but what's it called? We ended up just kind of like growing up with a lot of just kind of stuff like ziti, lasagna, like pastas and such. So we usually end up making it for the holidays. The tradition first started, we just made a ton of lasagnas. But this year it was just sort of like, let's make a hodgepodge of things. So there was some seafood pasta. My sister made a lasagna. I ended up making baked ziti because I have a really good recipe for it. But it was pretty awesome. I gave out some good gifts this year. I got some wine. I gave out some wine. I gave out like a. I got Amana some nice new tech. Hopefully she uses it. I got like a vinyl and a new pour over cone. Nothing too massive, but a lot of the things I asked for are things that are pretty cheap or things I could grab up for myself. So I figure if no one else is going to get anything, I'm probably gonna just give myself like my own like holiday. But I'm probably just gonna get started with this because it's a bit of a it's I kind of have the raw deal today. I have a pretty shitty what's it called? I have a pretty shitty gameplay thing to do. Or what's it called? I'm just going to get to like the bad ending. It's like, okay, what are some bad endings I can get? What on earth is this? Yeah, we're gonna be sinking again in the vein, in the plane. Let's see. All right, let's do this. We're going to be doing this new route, which is I think we're sinking where Iris comes in. Let's see what this. Remember what this is about, though.
What is this place?
Your guess is as good as
Most
mine.
depressing. How is this related to Iris?
Unknown, but there must be a connection.
Iris, what are you hiding?
Let's see. We got some. I got a bad ending to get. Let's see. Let's do some bad shits. All right, let's start. Game start.
A CRT.
All right, let's. I don't have anything, so spin the dial. No timies. Oh, choking. And it's wearing. Oh. Wait, is that Iris's mom? What on earth?
What is this video?
It is difficult to believe, but these are the faces of
Oh,
the
it's the.
victims of the original Cyclops killer.
Oh, we got some Cyclops to find.
What is going on here?
Cyclops killer to
We should
find.
continue. There are more objects to inspect now.
Alright. What is behind the CRTV? I see one. Torso.
A torso with...
If it has a head, is it still called a torso?
What would you call it?
Alright. Oh, nah, just only negative timies can be used. Alright. Let's do the same thing they did in that one. Wait, it's on a noose and it's being choked. It's some brutal stuff. Wait,
While I was unconscious, the room changed.
even my consciousness is being affected.
I'm tired of this. We have no choice but to investigate.
Alright, let's go in that TV. Wait, TV. It's this one. There we go.
An old television.
Ooh, an old television. Let's see. I guess we'll keep... No, it's not... Wait.
An old television.
Alright, turn the dial. What are we looking at? Ah, jeez.
That video showed the face of a victim of the original Cyclops killer. It appeared
Looks
to be
like
the
it was
second
it was
victim.
part of the killings if it was.
What is going on?
Let's see.
Iris has something to do with the first Cyclops case?
Unknown. I do not have enough information.
Iris from 7 years ago though.
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Indeed.
The oil drum, the shelf, and another torso have been added. Alright. Gotta find.
Let's go.
Alright, shelf.
Only a shelf.
Let's push the shelf. Let's use a timing.
That shelf sticking out. It seems odd.
Whoa. Woo. Ooh, laddie.
What happened?
A metal ball must have fallen off the shelf.
Why would anyone put that there? An iron ball.
Alright, let's do this. Let's use a timing. And then let's throw this bad boy.
Where should I throw it?
Throw it that way.
Understood.
It's unexpectedly light.
All right. Yeah!
Oh, there we go. Caught that with your head.
I feel like that ball hit me in the head.
Now a TV.
I hope this is the last time.
Alright, let's do this. Should see what that TV's doing. Where is that TV? Oh, jeez. There we go, there's the TV.
An old-fashioned TV.
Alright, let's see. Let's turn that dial. What new serial killing are we gonna see this time around? What kind of serial? Oh, gun. Looks like there's an accomplice. There's like someone next to the Cyclops killer. If this is the same person.
This was the third victim of the original Cyclops killer.
Why does Iris know that?
Man, this is a lot
Or is
inside
it
of Iris's
possible
memory.
She saw it online or on TV.
She even reproduced the circumstances of the killing. Would her imagination explain that?
Unless she knew somebody. Let's see. Date, we have no direct evidence. For now, we must continue investigating. Let's look into this reference book. There we go.
It is a thick book.
Alright. I think this might work. Rip.
This'll be easy. It's more brittle than crumbly cheese.
Hmm.
Oh, it disappeared.
Melted down like a grilled cheese.
A lot of cheese stuff. And I've been eating too much cheese this week. Alright, let's open this locker. This looks like the last place
Just
I
a locker.
need. Let's turn this opening into 20 minutes. Whoa! Explosion. Whoa, mama.
Iba?
It's all right. More importantly,
Ooh, nice little... Aw. Nice game of Mousetrap. It's a Rube Goldberg puzzle. Let's see. What is this?
that is.
Oh, it's an actual victim. This is brutal stuff. Oh! That looks a lot like you, Date. Date. What did you do, Date? Oh my. Naughty, naughty. Temper, temper. Alright, let's see. Come on, you can wake up. Gumai. Gumai. Gumai.
What happened in that Somnium?
We saw it too.
The 4 murdered women are without a doubt the victims of the original Cyclops serial killings.
That means...
The murders that occurred 6 years ago are these memory fragments that coalesced in this Somnium.
No.
No.
That means the person who killed them was...
That looks like you. Boss has been keeping herself pretty tight-lipped about this. Boss. Why didn't you say I did it? Why'd you say I did it? Hello, Envy Mouse, how's it going? Let's see. Wait a second. This is still on. Sorry, 1 minute. Wait a second. Let me redeem this. I'm doing pretty solid. What's it called? I had a pretty good holiday. I mostly just kind of like went over to my parents' place to like make some food. I ended up making some baked ziti, so I ended up actually making some food that people liked. What's it called? I got some lasagna too. It was pretty solid as well. Seafood pasta was there too. Let's see. There we go. Alright, sorry, this is movie magic. Alright, let's try to redeem this one last time. Why aren't the bananas bonking? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, this is the one. Oh, oh, it's what's it called? It's streaming as it is. It's. I'm like, what gives? This is all supposed to. There we go. Yeah, everything's connected, right? Unless this isn't. Yeah. There we go. Maybe this is the thing. Come on. All right, let's see. One last time. There we go. Ah! Why are these so tiny? These are baby bananas. That's so funny. Ah! I'll accept it. Like, I was really trying to make this work, but it's not quite. Let's see, it was just, let's see, blushing, alien, and banana. There we go. All good. Okay, so I found out inside of Iris's Somnium that maybe Date might have done it.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
6 years ago, Iris was 12.
Did she witness the crime at age 12? And not just one, but all four?
The blue figure from the sink.
Help me understand this. What I saw during the sink earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah.
So the person doing the killing was the original Cyclops killer.
Right.
Did you see him? He was...
He kind of looked like you.
I saw your face. The original Cyclops killer was...
It can't be. That's impossible.
Date, you cannot say that for certain.
Maybe somebody took your face.
You have no memories past 6 years ago.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer.
Oh man, that foreshadowing was just a funny
You're
little
missing
joke.
your left eye. So you steal them from others.
But hey, he said that as a joke.
I'm kidding. You can't be the Cyclops killer.
Really?
Of course not. Do you think I would hire a serial killer?
I mean, this is a police department. There's a lot of serial killers running
You
about.
interrogated Iris before the sink. What you saw in the Somnium was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her.
Let's see. About the original Cyclops serial killings.
Didn't I tell you? The entire case is a state secret. No matter how many times you ask.
But I need this to know the investigation. Buzz, throw me a bone. This is rough.
The Cyclops killer appeared 6 years ago. I lost my memory 6 years ago. There has to be some kind of connection.
Look, the government does not want me to tell you.
There isn't. It's a coincidence.
At least give me something, some little hint. Some hint. The hips don't lie.
Really?
Really.
Boss has a serious look on her face. Let's see. Alright, Pewter. You dick. You made a joke about me being the killer. Now I think I am the killer. The red figure. Is that you?
In the Somnium earlier.
Hello, Red Vaporeon. How's it going? I am going through the green, I guess the green route of the Somnium files, which is where you start to find out about the serial killings, but in the process, there's probably going to be a lot of violent stuff.
I saw someone else who might be the criminal. Who was he?
I wouldn't know.
About the new and original incidents.
I don't believe there's any meaningful connection between the original.
No,
and
but
the
seriously, it's a
Cyclops
very interesting
serial
game.
killings, I mean.
Yeah, I think what makes this really interesting is just like you kind of just get all of these different routes, and you kind of get like different ways of being able to look at the perspectives. Like with this route, you learn about like one of the side characters, Ota, but in the process, you kind of just are able to flesh out everything that happened within that sort of like quarantined off like section where the very first murder happened. And then when you get to like Mizuki's route, which is this one, you get to kind of see like what like Date's adoptive daughter is going through, but also just kind of see another perspective of like what kind of like, I guess what the serial killer's kind of motives were. But in the process of these, you kind of get two different versions of what happens. Like here you don't solve the killings, but like here you do, but you don't get quite a good motive with this one. So you're left to kind of just assume these little pieces of the timeline are where like a lot of the details go missing. In the process, you kind of get really funny, like kind of different, like you get all these different characters, different funny people. You got your detective Date and like the girl that's kind of like in his eyeball. And like as you start to kind of figure out who killed me, I guess Renju and Shoko, as you kind of discover their murders, like you have to kind of tie in like past things with present things, because the consistent thing that happens with all of these serial killings is that you have like one eye missing, or the killer takes an eye. So like between 7 years and now, there's like a new spree of killings that involve taking someone's eye. But it almost seems like so much of this is targeted towards your main kind of like Officer Date.
Why is that?
The culprit is not the same.
But Date went through the same events. It's just he got amnesia, so he doesn't know what happened during the original like serial
I'm
killings.
absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
How can you be so sure?
Because I can. Don't worry about it. Just trust me.
And Pewter. About the original Cyclops killer.
Remember what the boss said this morning. The original Cyclops killer has yet to be brought to justice. After the investigation got going, it was taken over by the government and classified. That was the last we heard anything about it.
Because in the route with Mizuki, like, there was also, like, a politician that was connected to the killings that also, like, caused there to be a bit of a cover-up in the process. But I'm curious about whether, like, that politician is still the same serial killer, or if there's, like, different variations of it.
Of course, they paid lip service to the idea that the investigation was ongoing. But in reality...
Because the weird thing is that the politician dies in Ota's route, but in Mizuki's route, he's the culprit. So it's like, all of these different, like, strategies also have completely different outcomes. What seemed like an open and shut case is also completely obfuscated based on what happens to these people or what they look into. Because the main storyline, I guess, kind of revolves around this like particular little like kind of this room over here. Because in this room you can like dive into people's like subconsciousnesses and be able to find little things about them or little details that make it a little bit easier to investigate. But depending on what you explore and how you explore it, you could go down a completely different route.
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memories we expect to see. True, oftentimes a subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secrets and repressed memories. That is why we see them so often in Somnia.
So usually because like people's subconsciousnesses aren't the most reliable, like a lot of these don't really factor on memory so much as it is just like just like a big like amalgam of like things that they've experienced or probably some of their stronger experiences. Like it's kind of like how in a dream, like your experiences and the things that you imagine aren't things that you can completely control.
And why those Somnia are so useful for
Otherwise,
criminal
it'd be so easy to
investigations.
avoid bad dreams.
But this is not a guarantee. We cannot control the content of our dreams, after all.
Yeah, Peter. Hey, you just said what I was gonna say. Let's see. Peter, why did the original Cyclops killer appear in Iris's Somnium?
It's like I told you before. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. This can be expressed as an equation. Dream D equals memory A plus memory B plus memory C. This, of course, means that Dream D is a fictional event.
Right.
However, the same cannot necessarily be said about memory A, B, and C. Those happened in reality. In other words, fiction is built from combinations of reality.
So what I saw in Somnium earlier.
Yes, I believe Iris actually witnessed those events.
Let's see. Are all memories real?
Pewter, you said that memories happen in reality, right? But what about false memories? How do we know if the memory really happened?
Even false memories are built from the pieces of real ones. If you disassemble those pieces, you will find real events.
What about things you see in movies or television?
The events might be fictional, but the experience is not. Our imaginations are limited to what we have seen. We cannot invent something whole cloth.
So summarize this for me. Boil it all down. I didn't learn anything from speaking with Boss and Pewter. If anything, the mystery only grew deeper. Pewter shook me from my thoughts.
Dante, it looks like Iris is about to wake up.
Oh dang.
Got it. Hey, Iris. About that dream earlier.
Dream? What dream? There is no point in asking.
She does not remember the things in this.
The subject of a sync does not experience somnium in the way that you do. They will not remember it.
Then what about the Cyclops killer from 6 years ago?
Cyclops killer?
Mm-hmm.
I remember hearing it on the news. But I was just a little girl. I don't remember anything specific.
You don't?
No.
What about the scene of the murder?
For real.
I don't know. I've never been there.
But
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed.
They sure
subconscious
remembered it
ones.
on the news.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about. Date, could you take Iris home?
huh?
We do not have enough evidence to hold her. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything. The law demands that we
Okay.
You cannot decline, Date.
Fine, if I must. Alright, driving. Yes, driving section. There's no driving cut. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Cover up that windshield.
Could we make a stop first?
Sure. Where?
Marble. It's a bar in Golden Yokocho.
Oh, hey.
You know about that place?
Yeah, Mr. Okiura took me before.
Man, Renji's always putting people onto Marble.
Why do you want to go there?
There's something I want to talk about.
Oh, I want to visit
You
Mama.
can't talk here.
It might take a while. What do you think?
There's no reason to refuse. Besides, there's a lot I want to ask her too. All right, sure.
Alright, sure thing. Sure enough. Iris nodded and pulled out her phone. Is she sending a Nile message to someone? I was curious, but didn't want to pry. I turned the wheel and drove to Marble. Let's see. When we walked in, I didn't see Mama anywhere. Oh, hey, Ota's there. Hello, Ota. How's it going?
Tessa!
Oh, Ota.
Man, I can't talk to anything. I can't talk to Iris about anything. The Iris about Jack. Let's see. I want to talk to Iris for a bit. You called Ota here?
No, I didn't tell him to come. He just showed up on his own.
Bummer. I had questions to ask you. Dang it. Let's see. What kind of posters we got? We got Saint Sebastian. Oh, you get to see like a little bit more of his nipple. Let's see. Painting of Saint Sebastian. Specials are written. What poster we get? Oh, they don't want to say. Flyer. Radio. There's music there. And a fridge. We got some drinks. Sometimes when you click on the flavor text, there's like fun dialogue. The bar counter. The bottles on the counter. Where is anything? The beer tap. Sofa. More posters. Okay, I guess Ota wants me to talk to him. He looks really mad about it though. Let's see. Never thought I'd run into you here.
I was nihiling with Tessa earlier. She said she was going to Marble, so I got here just before you did. Look, I was really worried about her. She was about to be charged with a serious crime.
Where's Mama?
Oh, she left a little while ago. She said something about going to help an acquaintance. She told me to watch the place until she got back.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
I wasn't particularly surprised. Mama's always depended on the kindness of strangers, ever since she opened Marble. Is it your phone broken?
No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle.
What was that thing about?
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota. It's about a Nile message you sent Iris. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing.
They're accusing me of a lot of stuff. They're thinking I did it. It's okay, Tessa. Stay calm. I'm here for you. Okay. I won't tell anyone about that thing. Not even if they torture me. Don't worry. I promise to protect you.
That you'd stay quiet no matter what.
I think of what I remember that thing was what's it called? That she ended up bumping into like I think the old pre-K teacher. But also I guess had met Sosajima.
What were you talking about?
Politician guy.
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
Oh yeah, because what's it called? Oda here is making sock puppet accounts to make her look good. So like he pretends to be internet trolls that hate like Tessa or Iris's like streams. But then he also pretends to be the White Knight. But like he presents himself as the White Knight so that he could fight these imaginary trolls on Twitter or Twitter.
geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay?
Yeah, he's really tight-lipped about that even at this point.
But before I tell you, who's that?
That?
What?
At the door. Someone's standing outside.
Oh. Ah! Hello, how's it going? I'm sorry the bananas are a bit small this time. I was trying to coordinate. I'm in the train. Oh. I was trying to coordinate with, what's it called? The, this isn't working properly. Of course. Okay. So this is a new route. This is the despair route at the moment. Or let's see where we're at on this little timeline. So here is where like we did the Iris like kind of like dive into what's it called? In her dreams. But whereas in the past couple routes we went through Ota's and then we went through Mizuki's. We're gonna see what it'd be like if we tried to look into the Cyclops killings, which is going to be over here. Ah, sorry. No worries. Oh yeah, hydrate.
Where am I?
My head is killing me. My memory is foggy. I felt a sudden pain in my neck. Mama, I got tased. It wasn't nice. I shot up, rubbing my neck. When I looked over the counter, I saw a monster staring back at me. Don't be mean. My internet will be gone soon. Oh no. Hopefully it's not too bad. Or hopefully it'd be easy to get back. It took me a few seconds before I realized it was just Mama.
It looks like you're awake now.
As Mama spoke to me, it all came rushing back. I remembered something. Bye-bye, Rock. Oh, I'll see you soon. Ah! Oh, see you. Hopefully everything's good on your end. Hopefully you're doing well. As Mama spoke to me, it all came rushing back. I remembered everything. Alright, Mama. Let's see. What time is it?
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course.
Where's Ota?
Ota? The boy I asked to watch the bar?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
He was already gone when I came back. All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Alright.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
Oh, his little spinning.
It appears that he took off with Iris.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
Man, I guess I'm not impervious to tasers.
I tried. You wouldn't budge. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
It's like, what did you think I got drunk on?
So you weren't drunk?
You thought I stole a bottle and just started drinking from it? That there's one like semi-empty bottle in the back that I ended up dipping into a bit without paying.
a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle.
But while I'm here, why don't you pour me a little something?
Just like the old days.
Now, you are always well known for just drinking straight from the bottle.
Date, the boss is calling.
How am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch...
Just watch the video while I'm in the bar. Hopefully it's not violent.
I sent the address to Iba.
Wait. Is it gonna happen for real?
Iris.
I'm not sure if she gets saved or not in this one. Yeah, I might turn off this just in case she actually does get murdered by this.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
I think Mama ran out of marble. Man, Date, watching live murders from your dashboard.
What's our ETA?
Our destination is...
Fuck.
20 minutes at the fastest.
Please let me make it in time.
Man, I don't know if this polar bear is gonna be a bit... Oh, I guess
That sick bastard.
I really can't see where I'm driving. This is rough. Just watching live leaks while I'm just trying to drive. Does Ota save her? Because this is very different. Oh.
Hold on, I'll save you.
Let's see what happens.
Ota.
Okay, it stopped.
Stay away from Tessa. Ah!
I kept my foot on the gas the whole time. I could feel the sweat on my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time has passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed. Oh, fuck.
No, it can't be.
Oh, this is bad.
No.
This didn't happen last time.
Stop.
Oh, it's pretty nasty. Hopefully don't get too brutal with this. Oh, ew. It's pretty gross. It's a lot of blood. Of course it's a lot of blood. It's pretty brutal. Ah. Okay, Iva, that was pretty messed up. I don't think you need me to say this, but
No.
it didn't happen this time. Wait, what happened to Ota then? Did Ota live? Or oh, wait a second. Oh wait. Shit, it's Ota. Ah, this is a really bad route. I feel like I remember getting this one on accident. And I was like, man, should I even try to get this time? But I'm like, I think I need to get all of the endings in order to be able to understand what's going on. Well, we bungled this one really bad.
There you are. Finally. I was looking all over for you.
Yeah, this was a pretty rough one.
It's rare to see you down like this. But it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you? Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble. And about letting Ota get the upper hand on you.
So I guess the main difference was that instead of Marble, we went to Ota's restaurant. Because at least with Ota's restaurant, like, I was able to get my eyeball, like, to be able to see everything that was going on. It'd be easier to track down. But also, like, Ota put up, like, a larger fight and, like, got the polar bear, like, running away.
Am I right? Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks?
I'd rather not.
Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide.
I don't think that's quite accurate.
Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too.
But you guys have a live stream of this.
But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife, killed her, then killed himself.
I guess he thought that you could switch out of the, what's it called, the suit.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris. And how do you explain the other two murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko. Those three murders were definitely executed by the same person.
This isn't quite add up.
The new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit.
Because Ota didn't get his eye gouged
Too
out.
many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as?
Well, killing Iris for one. Let's see, Ota had no incentive to kill Renju. He kind of liked him.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it. Making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
And Ota had no incentive to kill Shoko.
Shoko was married to Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
Ota's behavior during the video. He was trying to fight off the polar bear guy. I guess it's like pretending
Ota
that he
showed
did it.
himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit.
Unless he
Ota
changed
hold it
in
on
and
the screen
out.
At the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice cutting machine himself?
It also takes a
Don't
lot of
buy it.
work, especially in the polar bear suit. Having to put, then it took a lot of effort for that one lever. So you're telling me that the lever was up, then like he put the lever down and did like an electric slide on the table so that he could catch up to it. It feels pretty far-fetched for HQ to think that this was the
culprit
situation.
was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
There are some additional discrepancies. I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Are you sure?
I am.
Because he was stabbed by the knife after, what's it called? Like in the original route where he survived it. But there was some kind of factor that caused the guy in the polar bear suit to run off.
Oh,
I think because he got injured in the leg.
Well,
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice cutting machine.
You'd think he would just keep trying again with the knife.
then shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss,
That's a
come on.
lot.
Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse.
That's one of those far-fetched, like, Danganronpa murder motives. Where it's like, yes, of course I ended up coming up with, like, one of the most convoluted ways to kill a person. I just thought that it would work
Well, it wasn't
instead
very
of it
serious.
just being, like, a, what's it called? Just a labyrinth of dumb ideas. Hey, boss, don't make light of this. You're not being serious and making jokes.
I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the
Oh, you're
beginning.
just saying, like, this is what the idea was.
I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Really?
Yes, really.
Yes, really, this is pretty dumb. It's pretty dumb to think that he could have done this with everything we know up to this point.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume.
That's correct.
He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side.
Mhm.
He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume.
That's where
under the
things
ice cream machine.
diverge. Where it's like, what could have stopped the polar bear guy from, I guess, doing this whole business? Or I guess turning the ice machine back on.
And then
Then, who is the culprit?
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims. But Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation.
I guess it would be
right?
the Lemniscate, right?
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
The streamer agency, or the entertainment
Maybe,
industry.
Maybe not. But it's a good starting.
Oh wait, there's more. Alright, let's see. There's Ota's mother, Mayumi.
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju. Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemnisgate either. And since Renju is the president... Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her.
Yeah, because that's why, what's it called, in Ota's route, like, when Mayumi did confess to being the killer, no one believed her because she was like, there was too many loose holes. Like, how would she have been able to learn the streaming device? Like, how would she have been able to, like, get inside the polar bear costume and, like, try to stab her own son?
And above all else, she would
Yeah.
never harm her only son, let alone kill him.
There's Mizuki. That's
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all three victims.
that's my adoptive daughter.
Shoko and Renju were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all four of them.
Unless she secretly hated all of them,
Thinking
but
of her as a suspect is ridiculous.
she also wouldn't kill her own parents. There's let's see, there's Iris's mother Hitomi.
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates. And she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way.
Yeah, the parenthood makes
No
it
matter
very
what the
difficult.
circumstances were, it seems impossible.
And she didn't hate her daughter. There was no inkling that she did. And then there's Momo, where it doesn't quite make sense. You would think it does on paper because he's a gangster. But that would be like the most base thing. I also think that it's one of those things you discover in some of the other routes, or at least the Mizuki route. But Momo loves Iris in secret,
Renju and Shoko were
like
connected to
idol-wise. And if anyone were to harm like Iris, like he would exactly comply and make sure that anything could be done to track down the
but
criminals.
There's no connection to Iris.
He's just a turbo fanboy. There's Sosajima. He was the culprit in the Mizuki social link, or in the Mizuki route. So he's definitely a possibility.
Renju, Shoko, so
But at the same time, like during Mizuki's route when he was the culprit, it felt like there wasn't as many ways to be able to tie Sosajima to Mizuki's parents.
there is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras. But again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
They also didn't explain which links to Iris there were, because when you did this correctly, like instead of seeing all the Cyclops killings happen, you saw like her and I guess you saw her like standing over or like kind of lying on top of like Sosajima. And then there's me.
I know Renju and Shoko,
Oh, look at this sexy guy.
and I'm connected to Iris. But I have an alibi.
I've been it's like I was driving.
Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No, now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events. And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops.
It's like if
killer.
you're as you might have been the old one, but you definitely cannot be the new one, because it would be weird if you were your own. If we were doing all of these investigations and you were like tied to all of them.
I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are.
Also, Aiba's a good alibi because she's always in my eye and she would know if I was going places.
I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation.
There's the only thing,
Do whatever
the
it
only
takes
thing
to get
could.
the culprit. To get justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Wow, wow, fanboy. Ah. Hello, Lord Pop-Tart. How's it going? Alright, we have a few places to go through because what's it called? We're in a bit of a despairing moment. Alright, I've been doing pretty solid. My holiday has been very, very nice. I got to make some, what's it called? I got to go over my parents' house and we got to make some food. Let's see, let's start with the cold storage warehouse. I wonder if I'm gonna have to investigate the bodies. Yeah, this is a pretty bad route because what's it called? Apparently, had Iris and Ota were killed in this route. Air conditioner wasn't running, but still cold. Temperature hasn't raised much at all. Cold air sunk into my skin, but the center of my body was burning hot. Alright, policeman. Any progress?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
It's a double negative. Then you must have found something. Alright, Kagashi. Let's make some light of this really bad situation.
No, nothing so far.
The inspector is doing his duties as usual. It's like, this is not a fun route. You are not allowed to joke with him about whether his name is Kagami or not. Let's see. Do you like the melon honeydew? I love, what's it called? I love a lot of melons. I love watermelon, I love honeydew, love cantaloupe. I'd probably say, like, a really good honeydew is probably, like, my favorite of the bunch. But I like candy, definitely, that tastes like honeydew. How you do these nuts fit in your mouth? Oh, you got me. I got... Oh no. I'm glad that, what's it called? There's at least a little bit of solace in this otherwise very bleak moment. Is this Ota's blood? Well, it certainly isn't Chris's blood.
Right here. Iris and Ota were...
Sorry.
I'm sure you are already aware of
just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
and the cause of death.
Right, about that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound, or...?
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly...
So he was
on the
definitely
verge of
stabbed a
death.
lot worse than he was back when he was
extremely weak.
a lot more
You would
healing.
expect to see more signs of struggle.
Because what's it called? Alright, so where we're at. How far along in the timeline are we? Because, yeah, I am here, yeah. Because Ota and Iris survive in this particular reality. But in this one, this is not the case. So now we have a lot of different possibilities to have to work with. Some of this is Iris's blood, some of this is Ota's blood. I have to see this again. I hate this game because we keep on seeing the violent parts again and again.
It was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
Which means Iris's time of death...
Stop replaying it! Stop replaying it, damn it! It's so nasty. Why? Let's see, more ice cutting machine.
Iris also had her left eye removed.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
Alright. Followed by the equipment. Let's see. Oh, this is the
A video camera and laptop.
laptop and video
This is what the
camera.
criminal used to stream.
Again. It's like, we're not doing
All
that.
of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them.
Man, I remember when Mayumi was trying to say she did it, and it was like, wait a second, I found a functioning laptop and camera in like the garbage. And it's like, nobody would throw away a functioning laptop. It had to have been like really bad and she had it refurbished. That was the biggest lie of this game.
I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse.
Oh, hey,
Okiura Fishery Co.
got the
Ltd.
password?
Is listed as the owner.
I got some fake
However,
Grand Order I had
found
to
the
catch up
password
with.
written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it. I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras, the same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually.
He didn't inherit this.
Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju.
Her grandfather owned it, but Renju never acquired
The
it.
company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious.
Also, who inherited it is the main question. The video camera with a laptop. Let's see. Anything with the officer? No. Alright. The policeman. This inspector. Workbench. This. Sorry, Ota. That led to a scuffle, and Oka ended up with a knife in the side. He lost all his power to fight back, put inside the costume, and cut open.
But why? Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown.
Alright, officer, we gotta leave.
Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
Alright.
Alright, I'm heading out. Let me know if you find anything. I'll let them know, then left the house. I mean, the warehouse. It's like there's a completely different sentence, a word in front of house. It would be really awful if somebody lived in a fishery. It'd be so cold and smelly. When I left the warehouse, I saw Pewter. What's he doing here? Hey, Pewter. Walked up to me while I was trying to work it out.
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
Huh?
Shoot.
About the original Cyclops serial killings.
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date. I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice. So, if I can help you, even a little.
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
The boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her.
Huh.
So I decided to meet you here.
Alright,
Alright.
let's hear it.
Shoot. What is it? What is it?
Earlier, I told you that I was completely certain the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes.
You lied. Did you lie?
I am absolutely certain. Let me explain why.
If I had a nickel for every alien boy VTuber I followed, I have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird I happened twice. Within a week, nice. What's it called? I'm sure that the other alien boy VTuber is pretty awesome as well. I know some people are very strict about being like, don't mention anyone else. But I'm like, oh cool, what's it called? What's it called? More alien boy VTubers. Alright. I ended up clicking it instinctually. I'm like, okay, the redeem is there. Now I can keep it on for even longer.
I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer.
Yes.
Although, it's more accurate to say killers.
Killers is.
More than one?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice. One of them was born a murderous
He was wearing
psychopath.
he wears a beanie, man. You're different enough. Ah. Well, I mean, what's it called? I know that my particular design it doesn't make it as clear like the alien stuff. I feel like a lot more alien VTubers tend to have like the little like antennas. I do feel really bad. I get imposter syndrome when what's it called? When I'm like, oh no, I feel like I should probably make the antenna more prominent, but I'm like, I have other ways of conveying I'm an alien. So it makes me feel a little less bad when I'm just like, look, You know you're an alien, Rachna, when you look in the mirror and you look back and you see an alien.
The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras.
Well, that checks out. That dude could definitely kill people.
They each had a role to play. The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
I followed another alien boy. All right. I think there is one alien boy VTuber I know, but what's it called? A male VTuber with a big titty alien mod. Nice. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, there is one other, I think, alien boy I know. Like a couple, but I think there's one I know the most that I've been, what's it called? It makes it less because you are at 160p off. Let's see. Who is this murderous psychopath?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust. It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone.
Oh, I guess what's it called?
It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves
Wah.
stress.
I-R-E to the power of 9 to the power of 8 cubed.
Damn, Kaworu. Text-to-speech Kaworu. I was like, wait, is this Elon's child, like, new child? I was like, what is this? I was like, what is this computer jargon?
It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
It's like, I always wondered how text-to-speech Kaworu would handle, like, things that only a keyboard would be able to, like, utter out.
I'm sure you know what this implies.
How does text-to-speech Kaworu handle, like, hieroglyphics?
He was unable to feel love in the way that we do.
Or emojis.
However, he was able to experience a substitute. His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means.
I guess through murders.
Due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins by performing a certain action.
What was it?
Murder.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system of the brain. The pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine. Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic. They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
He got pleasure from killing people?
Seems about...
It's slightly more complicated than that. Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure.
Like, one of the most illegal things you can do is the only way you're gonna be able to be
He
happy.
was 12 when he took his first life.
Oh, he just, like, killed a lot of people then.
That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again.
I guess notably well if there was a government cover-up on it. Or the state was covering it up.
That, I don't know.
The details of the original Cyclops serial killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value.
Yikes.
I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you.
Because it's wild how, like, I'm doing an investigation on the new Cyclops killer, but whenever I talk about the old one to find some kind of, like, causality or some kind of relation, everyone's like, we can't tell you that. I'm like, what do you mean I can't tell you that? I'm investigating this. Maybe it's connected.
18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye
Oh,
socket
that's nasty.
and gouged it out. The reason why was simple. He was fascinated by women's eyes. Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them. He needed to have them.
I love femboys. I'm
Make
glad.
them his own.
It's a good thing that I am one then. All right, let me upgrade my stream quality. Cause yeah, I think that what's it called?
Driven by the
I think
sincere
because I'm
impulse
affiliate, they maybe
to
allow me.
a woman's
There we
eye.
go. All right. A crisp, clean view of what's it called? Mall. Oh. What? What? I ended up doing the alien eyes for more than a minute, so I was like, okay, to be able to refresh the counter, I gotta, what's it called? Do a little on and off.
From then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes.
Oh,
of
that's
dead
pretty
women.
nasty.
He was very particular about his need.
It's like they must be. Thank you for the Yoda. It's like this helps lighten the mood from the whole what's it called?
There weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge.
Man, this guy really wanted to rip out dead women's
His
eyes.
deepest, darkest desire went
Up until I guess he
unfulfilled
found a
for years.
serial killing. There's no Discord. Ah,
He soon met his
sorry,
ideal
I
partner.
don't have a Discord link. I have a account, but I don't have an actual like Discord page. So it's one of those things where, what's it called? I have an account, but not quite like a folder for it. Make one. I need to get around to making one. It's so difficult. I have to probably just sit down one day and like commit to it.
The aforementioned psychopath. The Cyclops killer.
I'll
would
try to
commit
see if I can
murder,
get one set up
but Rohan
soon.
would take the eye.
Because I know it's getting to be the... I've been streaming for at least a couple years, and... Oh, hey. If you ever need help organizing one, tell me. I can help you. Nice. I think that... What's it called? Because I feel like I made, like, a random channel, but... Or I made a server, but I'm like, I need to, like, figure out how to, like, make this public. I guess it would be something where I'd have to sit down and, like, just kind of go into it a bit. Like, I have rules set up, I have the general page set up, a voice channel, but it's all very basic stuff. I need to actually look into the, like, a guide or some resources.
Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established. This was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings. At about the same time, you were assigned to Abyss.
Wait a second. So around the time Rohan collaborated with the Cyclops killer, Abyss was created. Because based off of the info I have on Rohan, like, he died way after the fact. I know something that can help you out with the server. Oh, nice. That should be pretty good then. I'd be happy to get some assistance. But yeah. Oh yeah, he jumped off of a roof. He also was a very violent person. This was a year ago, so it was at least maybe 6 years after the Cyclops killings that he jumped off a roof. Right, boil it down, smart guy.
The original Cyclops killer had an accomplice,
There were two Cyclops killers.
and one of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death one
Oh, I
year
just looked
ago.
into that.
That means...
Can't really ask him.
Computer, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that.
Moma might know something, but Moma also wasn't really a big fan of his brother.
That means one remains. Who is he?
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police. They actually picked him up on other charges.
Oh man.
But, in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuchu prison.
Fuchu prison?
Yes.
What's his name?
So that's the guy that probably reached out on the phone during like a car ride.
In prison, he doesn't have a name. He is simply called Number 89.
Number 89.
I know who killed Shogun Adami.
Oh, Blah. Sad.
So, now you know why I said that. That the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these
Because
crimes.
he's currently in prison.
Because one is dead and the other is behind bars.
Man, dude was doing a lot more crimes than murder to get arrested
Neither
for
of them
him.
had the opportunity.
Peter looks grimly serious. Alright, time to leave. Oh no. I guess it's good that I have the gloomy thing on, because I'm gonna have to talk to Mayumi about her son. Oh, this is awful. Her son died in this situation, in this route. Oh, this is terrible. The place is silent. It was so quiet, I feel like I could hear the floating dust. Stepped inside. I thought it was empty, but I saw a shadow in the corner of my eye. It was Mayumi. Like watching an old decaying tree clinging pathetically to the earth. Oh. I'm sorry to interrupt. You wanna talk about it? About Ota? Yeah, it isn't.
This is your fault. I heard from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris. My boy Ota got involved.
Date, I looked into the investigation report.
It is your fault. Aiba, don't.
Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
She definitely hates me.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now.
It makes sense, yeah. I should probably.
Did you not hear me?
I should probably head out.
Leave!
Date, let's go. She is in no state to talk.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like, why did you even swing by here? Mayumi is crying. See, the Date resident. Mizuki's curled up on the sofa. She looks like a small animal frightened by a predator. Alright. Did you see what happened? About Ota. About Iris.
Mizuki must know. About Iris and Ota.
Of course. The news was distributed heavily across the internet. Not just in Japan, but worldwide.
Damn, worldwide.
3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her
Man,
mother's
everyone knows it's your fault, Date.
body. 2 days ago, her father's. This morning, 2 of her best friends. It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Certainly didn't seem so. But I can't stay by her side forever.
Aiba, contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
Understood.
I stayed with her for a while, but we didn't speak. Had nothing more to say. I'm sorry that what's it called? This is the particular route that everyone like showed up to where it was like, oh wait. Like we have to make at least somewhat some light of such dark and bleak moments. Where it's like, wait a second. This route is all despair. I visited the Sagan house. I found Hitomi with a hollowed look in her eyes. She let me in and asked me to sit on the sofa. I agreed and sat down, but after that I couldn't say a single word. Heavy silence weighed on both of us. Let's see what the shoebox says. You're not gonna make any jokes about the shoebox this time around.
Iris was my everything. We always went everywhere together. Whether it was buying clothes or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3, and finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up.
It's a little bit about Iris.
Her memories are a part of this room. And always will be. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her. But why?
Let's see, tell me, I guess, about Ota.
Ota was one of my students. I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Ota tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
Do you think of any information?
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but...
Man, it's wild that you can only learn about the original Cyclops killer through this one route where everything goes bad.
No, please, tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding. The second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Prison?
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger.
Oh, you knew the serial
I visit
killer?
them a few times a year. By coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
This guy's really popular.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which
And
person?
what's it called? Fuchu, that's the one.
In Tokyo.
Fuchu.
Prison?
That's the... It might be high time that we go to Fuchu prison and see what's going on there.
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her. Dante, please, you have to catch them. Please.
Man, if anything, at least let me in this route, like, find out something about them.
I will. Trust me.
Or at least find out who was in the polar bear costume. I guess the closest inkling was it was Sao. Marble. This is gonna be This is probably gonna be a more interesting one because this is what's it called? This is where I passed out, or I guess the last time I saw Ota and Iris was at this bar.
Are you okay, honey?
Not at all.
Huh?
About last night.
Everyone blames me.
Well, at 3 in the morning, anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel.
If you woke me up a little bit earlier, I could have saved them, maybe.
You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Tell me.
Let's go for it, mama. Information about the incident. Anything you can give me.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case.
Alright.
Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras?
Mama. Mama. Sorry. I was like, I am very close.
Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras.
And if the Kumakuras were involved with the original Cyclops killings.
Not 2, 3.
3? Iris?
2 of the victims are linked with the Kumakuras. So Iris might be?
No, not that one. The boy.
Ota! Ota?
He came here last night.
Ota?
How's Ota connected to the Kumakuras?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner. He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
Mama, how do you know this information? This is brand new.
Have you heard the rumor?
Mama told me a similar story to Aiba's, about Sosajima in the Kabasaki district. The basic idea is this. 8 years ago, Sosajima sold his land in the Kabasaki district for 30 billion yen. Half a year later, an explosion at the chemical plant caused the land prices to drop dramatically and drastically. Sosajima bought back the land for 1 billion yen, almost like he knew beforehand that the accident would happen. Did So blow it up or conspire to blow it up? No, that wouldn't make sense. So wouldn't gain anything from that. He would end up with 29 billion in cash and 1 billion in land. It's a net zero. But there's more to this story. Because what's it called? The Kabasaki district is also the place where Ota's family restaurant is at. And a lot of their like business kind of started to go a little under because the chemical plant explosion. So in the Kawasaki district have a history.
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts. I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you. The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kabasaki.
So the KE are the real estate company. They're Yakuza fronts.
Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kabasaki? So was the one who came up with it.
I was born and raised in Kabasaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly. But look at Kabasaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television,
It makes me really want to exploit the land for my personal gain.
But I promise you, I will revive the Kabasaki district at any cost.
Oh, liar.
Casino Town Kabasaki will give new
All this
life
bullshit.
to the city.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kabasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off limits. However, the air in Kabasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kabasaki are going to skyrocket. And all that land is owned by the KE.
By Yakuza Real Estate.
And by So himself. The land he bought back for $1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
He's involved in some shady business.
Yeah.
This is just another rumor, but
I'm open to rumors.
the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was
Oh,
done
damn.
intentionally.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
They would have a lot to gain from it.
But there's no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip.
What about Ota? He lived around there.
What were we talking about again?
Ota's connection.
Ota and the Kumakuras.
How is Ota connected to the Yakuza?
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kabasaki district?
Yep.
The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge.
Man, this is something that you wouldn't know if you got to the Annihilation route first. Because in Ota's route, you automatically think it's still around. Because, like, Mayumi kind of, like, tried to pretend that it was still a functioning restaurant. But, like, nothing was on, the calendars were out of date, her memory was shot.
Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, oh, he'd hate them even more. That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
Say goodbye.
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
No, it was...
It's like, no, this is pretty good. It jogs your memory as far as the Kabasaki district.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Just smooch.
Well then, be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
Perfect. Let me see, maybe there is no banter I can have with his flyers. Usually you can click on some flavor text here and see if you can get like some fun banter out of it, but I don't think they're in quite the mood. Let's see, I think this is Beefeater. I see Jaeger. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be. It looks very familiar, like Kahlua. I was like trying to see if I could recognize some of these, but only the more obvious ones are easier. Alright, I'm gonna be right back a bit. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom a sec, but oh, here we go. Shouldn't be too long. Alright, I'm back. Let's see. I did go to the bathroom, but I also want to try this blueberry pomegranate, like, iced green tea that I bought from Joe's just now. I'm like, I wonder if this is any good. It was between regular and blueberry, and I'm like, I like blueberry green tea. Let's see. Oh, I don't know about this. The pomegranate's really strong. Something that smells a little weird about it, too. Smells like a gooch. It's like peach. It's like it could be peach, but it's not quite peach. It's supposed to be blueberry, but not quite blueberry. And that's a little nasty. I didn't think it was gonna be that nasty. Alright.
Where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here.
Alright, where's boss?
True.
Has it been more than a minute? I don't think so. Maybe it's been like just about a minute. What was it called? Oh.
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
What do we have to talk about?
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
What summary? We don't have anything new.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research. About number 89.
Alright. Who is number 89?
As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
Well,
That's what Pewter told us.
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police.
let's see. What is 89's real name?
Unknown.
You don't know?
Not even with research.
No such person is listed in the family registry. It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
Let me see if I can like align this. Let's see. That should be about it. There we go. Alright, what's the relationship between 189 and 89 and new show?
Pewter claims that there were two
Good.
culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
Alright. I also have an iGame on my Steam wishlist that will come out next year, but it's more Souls-based, called iLimit. iLimit. Maybe that might be... Oh, I see it. But see, hello, how's it going? The Nutris. Post-apocalyptic. Oh, it's like a... It's kind of like an RPG game. Nice. Let's see, does this use like... Is it just because it's like tech? I guess I don't see anything that says they use generative AI, so it should be fun. What's it called? This game is from like maybe 2018-ish. So this is a fairly old AI or iGame. When did the Somnium files come out? I'm deeply curious, because I know they made 999 and Zero Escape. 2019. Oh shit, I was pretty close.
That leaves one culprit still alive. Number 80.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
I guess he knows who it is.
However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
I know who killed Shogun Adami.
was telling the truth. His involvement is possible.
Man, his green tea kind of tastes like Pabst. That's why it's bad.
Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
I know who killed
So
Shoko
maybe they
Nadami.
visited at some point.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible.
Let's talk to number 89.
Let's talk to number 89.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's full of it. He's our last remaining loose end.
Alright. However, we need not go to him.
Ooh.
We can bring him to us. If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Can you arrange that?
Oh man.
I can.
Oh dang. After cutting through some red tape, number 89 was brought to HQ. It took considerable time to arrive. But for some reason, Boss never showed up. Huh. Wait a moment. Like, let's not have his face up. So this is the guy. This is him.
Sorry to interrupt your busy day, but I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
Alright, number 89. You got a lot to say. What is your name?
Number 89.
Your real name.
I don't remember.
Where are you from?
Burkina Faso.
I don't know what that is.
Burkina Faso
Oh,
is
West
a republic
Africa.
in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
Oh, that's not right. You're the original Cyclops killer, aren't you?
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the 2 Cyclops killers.
Do you know Shoko Nadami?
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu Prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me.
When did you first meet Shoko?
A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one.
Oh man, romantic.
I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
This isn't the time to kid. We got actual serious evidence that we need to parse through. You killed Shoko Nadami. You seem to know.
Alright, let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
All right. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time. Is that all right with you?
I've got nothing but time.
Like, all right, let's wing it.
Let's get started.
Then what's it called? I guess we're gonna let the killer
Story
dude
of the
free.
Lonely assassin.
And how are we gonna tell this story? They finally have all the Sword Art Online games on Steam. Oh, nice.
Once upon a time,
I heard that. What's it called?
detective
Some of them like are
full
quite a bit of
righteous
fun.
Justice.
Or I think that there's one where you can kind of like create your own character. I feel like I remember seeing trailers for that one. I was like, man, you can create like a character in that art style. Yeah, it's a lot of Sword Art games. Man, I wonder if did it all come out? I guess what's or maybe there's all to like it was a recent one that just came out so it completes the set. The Fractured Daydream came out in October. I still have some DLC. Nice. I guess probably you would get the DLC around the time that I guess if you felt like it was worthwhile. 'Cause sometimes DLC is just like costumes. Or sometimes it can be like little side mission stuff. Sometimes DLCs are a little bit necessary, and then other times like it's just kind of like little added bonus like stuff, or maybe just items.
Let's call him F.
There's also a lot of Danganronpa. I also have all the Danganronpa games finally. I have like the first two. And then like I have like 2 copies of Danganronpa 2. And then I have like 1 that was in the bundle. I haven't gotten 3 yet. That might be an interesting one to play at some point. But it'd be interesting to probably stream Danganronpa 3. I feel like I haven't played the side one with Toko and Makoto Nagi's sister. But I heard that that one was a bit rough.
F found the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born.
So F is a detective.
He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor.
Well, I guess he was the detective.
Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife.
Oh, it's discounted until the 2nd. Oh, that makes it a little easier.
You lower your gun.
Man, it's usually like 30, 40 bucks? Bruh.
It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quiet.
I've been a little spendy lately, but maybe I might throw down on a dang
I have a history with hospitals. Had to go into a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
Wait a second. I don't think number 86 is the one that has the dopamine, or the, what's it called?
The culprit was
The murder desire thing going on.
But F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened. That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral one by one. He became an assassin, a lone gunman, no agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner. But it didn't last long.
Oh man.
One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died.
Seem.
Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras.
Or in One Piece, I only missed 4 from Dragon Ball. Only missed Breakers from Naruto. Oh, nice. Getting like some of the anime games too. I feel like anime games are a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine, or like the arena fighters. I do love the, what's it called, the Ninja Storm games that Naruto's done. Dragon Ball has some really good ones. Like, I think that most of the games in Dragon Ball are really good. Like, what's it called? Fighter Z is awesome. I hear that the new one, the new one is supposed to be really good because it's like Budokai a bit. Then people really love Xenoverse because of the customization that you can do.
X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth. But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural
Oh, that's why there was a major cover-up, because the detective was murdering people.
Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no, but it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name, Falco. Named for the falcon, a bird of prey.
Named for the guy who made the song Rock Me Amadeus. We're the Star Fox partner.
Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night, at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life. But not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another.
Man, firing a gun in
Didn't take
broad
long to
daylight.
destroy his heart completely.
How does that even happen, though? And nobody catches you. And a gun in Japan? Especially one with not a silencer.
Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment, in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him.
Well, that looks like a Tomy.
He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps. Footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him.
Oh.
He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking.
Holy shit.
That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman. She was a teacher at some school. It was like she was from a totally different world than him. Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work.
Be like, what's it called? Like, man, I killed so many people today. Yeah, that's cute and everything, but you should hear about what I do for work. I changed out somebody's diaper the other day.
She was his
Yeah,
only
someone's
contact
still wearing
before
diapers in
he met
elementary
Monday.
school. Who'd have thought?
They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again, his former self. He swore on his life
Swore at his mum.
that from then on, he would live for her.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl.
It's the woman you like and her daughter.
It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine. And her daughter. She had just turned 12.
Ay
Why the two
caramba.
of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason.
You probably knew.
And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
Ooh, it was the old friend. If I get the next chance. If I next year get the chance, I'll go buy the whole Final Fantasy bundle for only 74. Oh wow. That's a pretty good one. I guess it's probably like I imagine it's probably like up to 6, unless what's it called? It also includes everything from like 7 to 16. I guess probably since you said old, it would probably be maybe 1 through 6. Or I guess like all the 2D games. Silence. For some reason, he wouldn't open his mouth again. Let's see. Why'd you stop?
Why did you stop?
Was that the whole story?
Was that the whole story?
You mentioned a detective.
You mentioned a detective.
What's the connection between that and Shoko?
What's the connection between that
Yeah,
and
only the
Shoko?
2D games. Oh, nice. Man, 74 for like a good like maybe 6 games. And I know that. I know 5 was fair. I feel like the ones for like maybe 2, 3, and 5 I think are like usually the really odd ones that you can't quite get access to in the States, or I guess like ones that have only been adapted fairly recently, like as of probably like maybe like the last like 10 or 20 years. I think or at least in the States, like 1, 4, and 6 were like the only 2D like Final Fantasies you could grab, so being able to have access to like a lot of the ones that weren't able to make it through was pretty awesome at the time, especially 5. I think I remember 5 like being something that people look up to a lot because of the class systems.
Hey, answer me.
Give me something, dude. I'm not gonna let you free.
This is a transaction, remember?
I'm not gonna let you free unless you answer the rest of the questions.
Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else. I'll give you half up front, half later. If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures. Once they've cleared, I'll tell you.
Oh, it's 1 through 6. Awesome.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise. even upon release.
It does make me curious though, because I know that I know Final Fantasy VI has been re-released a number of times. I think the only version I've played is the one on the. I think there was a PS1 version that I ended up playing like way later on. But I got like maybe only like halfway through the game.
Pewter,
Yes?
start the preparations.
For what?
What do you think? The sink.
It's like, yeah, of course we'll promise to, like, free you if we go through this. Wink.
With the usual dosage. He will not be waking up anytime soon. Are you ready, Agent Dante?
Yeah.
The time limit is
My goal in this Steam is to reach 1,000 Steam games. Oh, that's pretty awesome. I guess probably it'd be nicer to get ones that you'd like replay a number of times rather than getting some of the shovelware stuff on there. Because it'd probably be easy to rack it up if you started buying more like, what's it called, like shovelware between like 99 cents and $2. But I would imagine it'd be a lot more fun to get like 1,000 if they were all like ones that would be fun to pop in. I think at the moment, like, let's see. I wonder if there's a good way to count. 157. At the moment, I have like 157 of these. Some of them are just things I end up accruing through like humble bundles and such. Like weirdly, a ton of Star Wars games and Sakura Spirit games I've never played. But I'm like, look, as long as I can hoard a ton of these, it makes sense. That's a pretty easy way to accrue quite a bit of them. At the moment, I want the good and odd title games. I guess probably the fun thing about it would be being able to like discover a ton of like obscure games. I have a visual novel about called High School Riz Party. Oh no. Let's see. Let's see what High School Riz Party looks like. I imagine it's probably in like it's an AI like visual novel. Somebody created Walter White with like, what's it called? Natural hair. The Riz Party. After being invited to Mogsward University in Ohio, of course Ohio, a young boy named Virgin needs to riz some baddies before a big end of school Riz party. Will he be able to defeat his beta side and become the true Sigma? Help him get some baddies in this new brain rot Riz simulator. Oh man, it's 25% off, so there's like, instead of $7, you play 5. I imagine this, even despite the AI models, it's probably like really fun to go through. Because I feel like with indie titles, it's one of those things where you just kind of like, you kind of just like roll with it and see what they've come up with. Like that one, like, I think there was a visual novel called like OMG WTF BBQ that was like really big around the time I was like kind of in university, where you would have to like choose between like, you would have to pretty much choose to try to make sure this guy doesn't like destroy you. But if you genuflect at any point in time, because they always give you an option to genuflect, the game ends and the guy destroys you. So you just have to make sure you choose the options that either don't destroy you or don't genuflect.
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I want to, obviously.
Why are you getting mad at me?
Yeah, this rug feels so good on my skin, yeah.
And I'm glad that in the times of like just death and crisis, we still have like fun little gags like pretending to be a cat. Yeah.
Why are you suddenly a cat?
The rug is so comfortable. Yeah.
Playtime's over.
Oh.
Let's begin.
Stand up.
Stand up. Sagon.
It definitely is. But why?
Number 89. What were you up to?
Oh man, lime jello. Yummo.
The green. I do not think I can pass through it.
Really wants to hide it, huh? Okay, new plan.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Mental lock 1, 2, 3, and 4.
This appears to correspond to the green thing.
Number 89 is hiding in the past. It's covered in green membrane. I can't get close. Let's see. See the winter iris.
A winter iris that blooms in the cold.
I know.
It's just like the name of the character. You just pick the... I guess you pick it.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Stop it! You're distracting me!
On, yeah, get out. There we go.
That one.
Awesome. Oh, it disappeared.
Aw, right after I pulled it out, too.
Did the green stuff react at all?
Oh.
A phone. Should I pick it up?
Ignore it. Hey, use a timing. Should I pick a timing? It's a lot of time, so let's ignore that with the timing. Let that call linger.
Stop ringing.
I don't know.
It stopped. What was that? There we go. Get that lime jello out of the way. It's making me too hungry. Actually, I ate too much this afternoon.
I guess.
Ate some leftover lasagna. It was really filling. Let's see. Picture. There's a switch, there's a picture. There we go.
A picture.
Just a picture.
Alright. Let's, I think that maybe I could probably accrue this. 24 isn't too much time.
I don't have a pen. No choice. I must use my blood.
Oh yeah, that murder guy is there.
You don't have to go that far.
I didn't notice that there was a murder guy there.
The color has returned.
Hey, Iba?
I said blood, but it is not the same as human blood. No need to worry.
It sure isn't Chris's blood.
And besides, we are in a dream.
Still blood?
It's still grody.
I'd feel better if you used a different word.
For example,
Body fluids?
I do not feel comfortable with that.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
Let's see, where is the fan? Oh, there it is.
It's a ceiling fan.
Is that like a giant desk fan?
A desk fan only moves the air immediately.
Oh, right.
Alright, let's see. I need to blow on it. So, let's use the 1/3 timing, because that's what's being swapped out and in.
Blow on it.
Like a propeller.
Oh.
It's ringing again. What should I do?
Ignore. Let's see. Whichever uses less. This game is highly sexual in its wording, I feel. It's on purpose. Anytime this game is pervy, it's on purpose. Date is a pervert. And like a lot of the jokes in this game, especially like the humorous ones that have innuendo in it, have intentional innuendo. Like I think the body fluid thing is definitely like a joke that's supposed to be like, oh yeah, I'm not comfortable with that. Reason.
I am curious, but what if they threaten me for money?
You're a police officer. Have some backbone.
Oh hey, mental lock is gone. Let's see.
I suppose we didn't do anything wrong.
At least you didn't faint.
Great, perfect. Oh, I see something here. I would love to interact with this.
It's a pot. Steam is rising from it. It appears to be some kind of green curry.
Maybe a soybean stew?
It might also be boiled green juice.
Yeah, like a slime.
A turtle ninja could leap out at any moment.
Let's see. What is the best way to wear this? Let's wear it. Put it on.
What?
I told you to wear it.
Wear it? Alright, here I go.
Oh man, nice helmet.
I am fine, actually. In fact, I feel as though my defense has risen.
Nice.
I'm a little worried about your head.
Why? My head is thoroughly protected.
Alright, we did it. Oh, where's the liquid? There is liquid!
Date, you've got
There is
4
some
minutes.
kind of liquid.
Alright. I'm running low on timies, but this is also one that's really costly. Let's stick my hand in the liquid. Oh, liquid!
It is surprisingly deep.
Did you find anything?
Well... Oh! There is something.
A cork.
Oh, hey.
What is this substance? Green tea?
It's obviously not green tea.
Perhaps it's jelly.
It's not jelly.
It's pretty close to jelly, though. Alright.
A book.
Let's see. Tear.
Are you sure this will help us uncover number 89's secrets?
I sure hope so.
Might. We're getting closer.
That was a pretty bad one.
A book.
A negative timing. Let's see. Let's also tear this. We're not in the worst circumstance.
I wonder what these books symbolize.
I don't know. Maybe he used to oversee a library?
Number 89. A librarian.
The noted serial killer.
What is that?
Wait a second. Oh!
It's an eye.
Date, what are we going to do?
Alright, let's get that curtain closed. Sure. Using one of the timies. Close curtain. I don't want to see this. It scares me. It left.
That eye.
Do you
Maybe it looks like Sosajima's?
Yes.
Oh.
It was kind of cute.
You are insane.
What? That's...
Hitomi?
Hitomi.
A skull. I do not.
Oh, it's
see the
missing an
eye.
eye though. Let's not kith. Let us throw it. Let's toss this bad boy across the room.
Would that not be disrespectful to the dead?
It's a pretty disrespectful route.
It's a hunk of calcium.
All right. Sorry about this.
Grody.
Whose skull was this?
Unknown. I also cannot determine the connection to number 89.
Let's see. Stereo equipment.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
What's this one?
A book.
Oh, I gotta use a negative timing. That sucks. Rip and tear. Rip and tear.
Nothing.
Alright. On the dresser. Where's the dresser? On. Oh, there's an eyeball.
What?
That's the shelf. This is the dresser.
A book.
A green book.
I do not think there is any relation to this.
Alright. Guess it's nothing then.
I just tried to recreate a fusion of all Elden Ring and Shadow of Erdtree bosses. They just saw it. I guess they're all kind of just like a combination. They're just all one person. Man. Alright. Time to get this book.
You have less than 2 minutes.
A book.
Alright. Tear this one.
Ah! What is this going to accomplish?
What?
We're driving number 89 into a corner.
By tearing a book.
Yeah. I remember how shocked I felt when Mizuki tore up one of the pornomags I was hiding.
Oh no, his voice trembled. He was really sad about it. Date, what kind of porno mag was it?
That situation was clearly different.
Who was that?
What do I do?
The fusion description could summon spirits of bosses to fight with for a short time. Oh damn. That's pretty intense. Let's see, let's lock this door. Oh.
No! Stop!
Oh shit. Wait a second. I know this is just like a weird dream space.
Stop right there.
You can summon Radon, nice. Oh, Boss is here. What's Boss doing in this stream? I guess, how does he know Boss? Oh, hey.
Date, this is a
Like,
serious...
Date, holy fuck, the Boss is here.
Where's Boss?
Huh?
Boss, where is she?
I don't know. I haven't haven't seen her since about noon.
Damn it.
Date, listen. Something happened while you were in Somnium.
Huh?
Please stay calm and listen. So Sejima's body was discovered.
Oh man, So died in this route?
He was cut into pieces and put inside a vase in his mansion.
Oh, that's how he died in Ota's route.
That can't be.
The housekeeper found him and reported it to the police.
What discrepancies happened between, what's it called? The original one. Or between the Ota route and the Mizuki one for him to not be killed, though. You can use ChatGPT to create an offline Pokemon game that's 40 phrases long. Oh, nice.
And one more thing.
Hmm.
So was missing his left eye.
Oh, they got rid of his left eye out.
The Cyclops killer did it?
Probably, yes.
What is your next move, Date?
We'll deal with So later. Before that, I need to talk to Boss.
I suggest checking her office.
Good idea.
I don't know if she's there. Holy moly. I do want to finish this route by today. So it might be... I might be spending a little extra time. I'm just like, I would rip out my hair if I had to stay in the Annihilation route any further. Alright. It's such a bad mood.
What is going on? They told me it was shot by Rohan Kumakura to protect number 89.
And then Boss showed up. And there's another thing I can't figure out.
Boss?
What's Boss's connection to all this?
Because it was a dream? Was it completely random? No, that can't be. You can't dream of a face you've never seen. Number 89 must know Boss somehow.
Wow. Let's see that computer. It has to be over here.
Iva, can you hack?
I will try.
Can you hack? I can hack. Oh, that's so cute. Little hamster wheel.
Unlocked. Logging in. I have recovered some video data.
Let me actually save here a moment, because I feel like I haven't saved in a while. Let's see. All of these are from this current playthrough. Let's create a new save. Oh yeah. Alright.
It was uploaded only a few hours ago.
Open it.
Let's see. Boss.
That is...
You broadcasted this?
Kojima.
Holy fuck, that's Boss's arm. Boss.
Why? Why?
Whoa. Hello.
Boss?
Man, the case remains unsolved. Would you like to save? Oh, I already did save though. Yeah, this is the one. Man, to think in a couple days it's gonna be 2025. It's scary. I'm gonna be looking down at these dates and be like, oh man, that was so long ago, even though it was like a month. I need to be right back a second. Wait. This is locked. You must play through more of the story. Oh. More of the story. Oh. You want me to do this route? You want me to actually get through the Iris route first? That's insane. Oh, I'll be right back a second. I just gotta pee. All right. So I won't be heading out because I still want to play a little bit more of this, but really, they're like, we don't want you to get through any more of this until you've gotten through enough of like, yeah, because this is all finished. That was the one where Ota and Mayumi like are still there. They had that really tearful thing. I actually cried a little bit. What's it called? This one, you kind of are able to solve the mystery, but it was so Sejima that did the murders. Here, everyone dies, but I won't be able to find this out until I go over here. Find another route within the Somnium. Oh. I have to go inside the second chapter and do this. Will she be able to retain her memories after this? Let me see a moment. Yeah, because this is... Because these usually diverge based off of this. This is the blue route. So I guess it would be starting off here. Will Mizuki be okay after this? Let's see. Sinking in the pain. Bro, this is like right after, what's it called? Right after you find Mizuki at the carousel, when you see her mom died.
I was merely trying to enter the scene like a cybernetic assassin from the future.
The Terminator.
Well, if you're trying to do that, you'd have to do it naked. Is this Bloom Park? Lightning and a birdcage. Maybe this is... Mizuki should be inside that column.
The fact that Shoko is killed here must weigh heavily on Mizuki's heart. Mizuki should be inside that column.
To get the information we need, we will have to deal with the lightning and the cage and get to Mizuki.
Move fast, or time is going to run out.
Unnecessary. Look around.
Look around.
This is the new feature of sync that Pewter mentioned.
You can stop time?
Oh, hey.
Only when standing still. Time is moving incredibly slowly. Currently, you and I are transmitting information at high speed. So it only appears as though time has stopped. Are you familiar with the concept of time dilation?
Oh, this is all stuff I know. Would you like to view the tutorial? No. Okay, let's pull out the ice pick.
An ice pick. Right. No one would want to see their mother like this.
Alright, first one unlocked. let's open that door panel to the control room.
The control room.
I feel like this uses such little time. I could always just... Yeah. Let's open the door here. Wait a second. What on earth is this?
I didn't expect to see this inside.
I do not.
Alright, there's two directions.
Two bird cages.
Looks like there's something inside them. Take a look.
Let's see. This left one is a ton of images, but I need to open up this right one that has balloons.
A bird cage with blown up rubbers inside.
Rubbers?
There is also a deflated rubber on the floor.
Could you please not call it a rubber? You can say balloon.
I do not understand. It is clearly rubber.
Not a rubber.
Please.
Date, don't... Let's see. Lift up the right one. Let's see, we gotta lift this one. Let's use the third timey, because that's insane. 55 seconds.
This'll be easy.
There we go.
What? But it was so heavy.
Not now.
But nothing happened.
Oh? What is this?
A deflated balloon.
Alright, time to put my mouth on a rubber.
Deflated rubber.
I told you, please call it a balloon.
What are you getting so worked up about?
Alright, time to use this one. This one's a lot shorter, so let's blow this one up.
Understood.
It's huge. I wish your boobs were that big.
Date!
Are you serious? Those are obscenely large for a human.
Not if you play Fate Grand Order. There's a character named Minamoto no Raiko. She's the best girl in the game, but this is what hers look like.
Well, I suppose I am not technically human.
So...
Date.
It's like Date, what?
Be quiet.
Alright, let's see.
You were able to get out?
Suppose so.
Perhaps the balloon was the key.
A story I heard from Mizuki a while ago. One time when she was a little girl, Shoko bought her a balloon. It was one of the nice helium ones, but the string slipped through her hand. The balloon sailed up into the sky. Shoko snapped. She scolded Mizuki for hours. Maybe that's why. Mizuki put the balloons inside of the bird cage. That way they could never fly away again. But I guess Aiba and I made her relive a painful memory.
Alright, now that the bird cage is off, let's get Mizuki.
Do you not see the horses?
If you stop time, you can go in, right?
But I cannot stop time while...
Oh, right. Guess we gotta figure out how to stop it from spinning.
Let's see.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
Try to see where that panda is. There's a panda head somewhere. There's a microphone. There it is.
The panda is...
Yeah,
floating.
Shoko abused Mizuki. Let's see. Let's kick this.
Alright. What is this?
Merry-go-rounds can fly?
In this world, they can.
Over there.
Wait a second. Iris?
Iris? Why? Why is Iris...
Why she has cuts on her body?
She appears to be frozen.
What the hell is going on? What is this?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry!
Oh no, we learned in Mizuki's route that Shoko used to hit her a lot.
Why do you never keep quiet? Is this fun for
This is what you were telling her?
Apologizing means nothing. Say something.
But you're hitting your child. Of course.
What's that look, huh? Ow! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's all your fault. You. I wish you had never been born.
Holy fuck.
Mizuki's voice. The other voice is likely
Her mom.
Damn. What's going on here? Iba, look out!
What?
Oh no, it's gonna hit Iris again. Boosh.
I was about to become a pancake.
You were almost a Jill sandwich.
Good thing this isn't a better.
This is the second Resident Evil thing I've made, including the two Chris's blood
That
jokes.
frozen iris does intrigue me. But Mizuki first.
Number 86 did sound like Wesker a bit.
Let's
I wonder if
get to
that was
Mizuki
him.
while the merry-go-round is stopped.
Okay, Mizuki. That was quite a mess.
It's Mizuki.
Mizuki, please. Let's see. Let's use the timing and let's speak kindly. You've been through far too much.
Mizuki, can you hear me? We will protect you, Mizuki. We will always be there for you. So, it's all right now.
Hey, do you think we can use that speaker? Maybe she needs to hear her mother's voice.
Oh no, her mother has been...
Mom loves you, Mizuki. I love you.
Not using the mic.
I am so glad that you were born. So glad.
Those aren't her words.
Hey, do you hear something?
Oh. Ah!
Is that...
Hello, how's it going? I am on a completely different route now.
Where's it coming from?
I actually ended up getting into the Iris route.
Dante, don't! You can't stay any longer!
So now, instead of everyone being dead, everyone is kind of alive now. Let me see where we're at, so I can explain at least a little bit. Let's get a square. A time when the screen goes to square. Alright, we're out of the Somnium. We just dived into Mizuki's mind. But this is like around the beginning of the game. Let's see. We are at a different route. Come on, Mizuki, wake up.
Are you okay?
No, that was pretty bad.
Mizuki.
She's still traumatized. She hasn't been healed.
Iba, call Iris's.
Yeah, because based off of this flowchart, so pretty much this entire stream was dedicated to this particular route. Where, what's it called? Everyone died. Iris and Ota are dead. We ended up finding out that the previous Cyclops killer had a relationship with Iris's mom, Hitomi. In the process, we also learned that for some reason, Boss is connected to all this. And also, Boss killed Sosajima in this route. But I hit like a lock so I can't proceed until I ended up playing more of this. But the only other way I've got is to go back to this beginnings part of the game, where you learn about, what's it called? Where you learn about the whole, Shoko death. And you have to investigate how, if Mizuki has any inkling of knowing any hints on this.
Oh, it's urgent.
Why the rush?
Please, just call.
But for some reason, because of this, instead of the original route being something where Mizuki actually feels like kind of normal afterwards, Mizuki is still very traumatized by what happened after this
This is Kaname Tate.
particular
from the NPD.
route.
I met you earlier today.
Oh, Date. Is something wrong?
Where are you right now?
I'm at home.
Okay, don't go anywhere. Lock the door and stay at home.
Can you tell me why?
Who cares why? This is a direct order from the police.
You mean a personal order?
Could be.
Okay, but if I do, will you play Shovel Forge with me tomorrow?
Will you play Minecraft?
No.
Come on, Date, agree to play Minecraft.
Then go on a date with me.
A date?
A Date.
If you promise me we'll go on a date, I'll stay home and not say a peep. If you don't promise me, then I'll wander around the city dragging a heavy suitcase.
All right, understood.
Understood?
Great! Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Oh no.
Fine. Just don't go outside, okay? If anything happens, call me immediately. My number is...
I have it in my history. See ya!
What was that? A phone call?
It's nothing.
I don't know if I can trust you, boss. I just saw you murdered Sosajima. Okay, Mizuki. You okay? Yeah, she didn't answer. And about Iris's body.
Mizuki, I saw something strange in your dream. Iris, she was frozen. She was dead. What was that? Tell me, Mizuki, please.
Date, there is no point attempting to speak with her. Mizuki's aphonia has not healed.
About the ringtone I heard in the Somnium.
Hey, Mizuki, tell me something. In your dream world, I heard a phone ring. Did you hear that somewhere? Or did you just imagine it?
Date, there's no point talking to her. You couldn't heal her. Her symptoms haven't improved. She'll be sent back to the hospital. Maybe the doctors can help her.
About the Nile message.
Mizuki, I have to ask you. You got a Nile message yesterday. And then you went to Bloom Park. Who sent you the message?
It was Ota.
I checked her phone, but the history was wiped.
I am trying to identify the sender now, but it will take some time.
Because her and Ota discovered it together. About the ice pick.
Mizuki, when we found you at the merry-go-round, you were holding the ice pick. I'm not accusing you of anything. I trust you. I just want to know why you were holding it. Answer me, Mizuki.
Date, please. Yelling at her is counterproductive.
Damn it.
I couldn't help Mizuki get her voice back. She's sitting on the chair. She looks drained like an abandoned doll. Mizuki. About what I saw in the Somnium.
No need to report specifics. We saw it all from here in the control room. What the Sinker sees in Somnium is projected here, remember? We've got it all recorded.
Isn't it incredible? I invented it.
Thank you, Pewter.
So we know about everything you saw. The phone, the frozen corpse.
At the ringtone I heard in Somnium.
Boss, I heard a ringtone in Mizuki's Somnium.
I know. But I couldn't tell where it was coming from.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's real or something Mizuki invented. But if Mizuki really did hear that ringtone...
Then there must have been a phone somewhere on site.
Did CSI report anything like that?
No, nothing. They searched the site, but didn't find a single thing.
Let's Peter a bit. Let's see. About the Somnium.
In a normal dream, the person dreams are first-person experiences. However, the circumstances are slightly
Some of this is a little information that I already
The
know.
sinker died, but this dream is the subject is the author, director, and actor. The sinker is merely the audience.
Let's see, about prophetic dreams. About the ringtone I heard.
I know about the ringtone you heard.
But I couldn't tell where it was coming from.
Did Mizuki actually hear that? Or was it just a dream? Or her imagination?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Can you analyze the sound or something?
Unfortunately not.
Metal shelf. CRT monitors.
Today is Saturday.
Thanks.
No reaction drama should be broadcasting soon.
First, no, it won't. Second, that's not even a TV.
And third, wow, it is Saturday. Prophetic dreams. I think that...
It didn't go well. But it's not all bad. The sync wasn't a total waste of time.
But will Mizuki be okay?
We found clues.
Clues. Right.
Do you believe in dreams?
Where is this coming? Oh, this is about the body you... Her name is the girl you went to Bloom Park with today.
How do you know that?
Iba told me.
It is one of my duties to deliver regular investigation reports.
Let's see, about prophetic dreams.
Prophecies. That's why you called Iris. But, Date, come on.
I know, a dream is just a dream.
But what if it wasn't?
Doesn't necessarily have anything to do with reality. But still, I just have this gut feeling.
Date, are you alright? Perhaps the sync is causing negative side effects.
I hope that's all it is.
Boss is watching Mizuki. Let's hear about your opinion on prophetic dreams.
Ah, the corpse you saw in Somnium. You're wondering if that was some kind of vision of the future.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, let's see. As a man of science, I don't believe in such things. Prophecies and the like. However, if it was a prophecy, I would suggest the girl wear some kind of metal plate.
Hmm?
You saw her. She was stabbed countless times in the back. She could have used some stab-proof armor or something.
So it's not a metaphor.
Just indulging in the fantasy of real-life prophecies. Don't mind me. Anyway, prophecies are simply not possible.
True.
You see?
Yep. Oh, just you see. Summarize.
I think I'll go to Bloom Park again.
Looking for the phone?
It might be there, it might not. I just want to be sure. Take care of Mizuki, okay?
Yeah, leave it to me.
Alright, let's go to Bloom Park. think I might head out once I get to the next day.
Now the news. Yesterday night, the body of Shoko Nadami was found. Her body was recovered from the now-defunct Bloom Park in the Kawasaki district. Autopsy reports revealed that her time of death was roughly 5 p.m. last afternoon. Police have determined that the victim was killed elsewhere and then brought to Bloom Park to be put on display. The MPD has expanded the scope of their investigation and are encouraging anyone with any information to come forward. In other news, at 6:10 p.m. today, on the outer circle of the Capital City Highway in Manado, traffic
Hello, Angelic. How's it going?
5 cars and at least 1 truck.
Up, of course.
As a result of the pileup, 1 man was sent to the hospital unconscious in critical condition.
But yeah, where we're at the moment is a completely different route. Because earlier today, when you were first here, I've been riding the train for 3 hours already. Oh wow, that's very intense. Yeah, it's a long train ride. What's it called? Yeah, because earlier today, I was on this route, which was the one where Iris and Ota were murdered. And at some point, I ended up meeting the original Cyclops killer, who was a random assassin. You know, there's 7 hours. Wow. It's a pretty long train ride. But yeah, I got to, what's it called? I got to, so here there's, let me see if I actually have like the case file on me, because there's a person update, number 89, about the game. In that green like evil route, what's it called? Instead of Ota saving Iris, Ota and Iris were both murdered in that route. And in the process, I ended up discovering this guy, who is, he is number 89. He was a hitman who was saying that he knew who killed Shoko, Mizuki's mom, or Mizuki's, yeah, mother. But yeah, in this whole route, like, what's it called? Ota and Iris died. So the only person who could really give me proper info was Mama, who mentioned like the stuff about the what's it called? About Sosajima like pretty much having a whole like kind of real estate grab of that one place that got like an explosion. But in the process of this, like we end up finding, I guess, a connection to number 89. So we bring him in and we're able to investigate him, but only me and Pewter were able to do this investigation. So what's it called? At the moment, or in that particular route, number 89 talked about how he was actually in a romantic, or at least a personal relationship with Hitomi. But like number 89 happened to know. No, it makes sense. It adds up. But number 89 happened to know Hitomi. And he was doing hitman stuff from Rohan. And him and Rohan ended up being like collaborators. They're both the original Cyclops killers. He liked to rip out the eyes, while I guess number 89 did all of the killings. But around the time that number 89 wanted to break free of the Mafia, he ended up being like, okay, you got one last hit. You gotta kill Hitomi and Iris. He wasn't going to do this. How does your head fit all this in? Honestly, it's amazing. I have no idea. Oh man, it gets me so overloaded. But we went inside of this guy's mind. We did Somnium stuff. But in the process of this, we find out not only that Hitomi was shot a number of times by Rohan, but what's it called? We got a little someone different on this scene. We got Boss on the scene. So apparently Boss has some kind of connection with the Mafia. and with the former Cyclops killer. Not only was this covered up, but yeah, Boss was involved in it. Now in this particular route where Sosajima's the murderer, like or the new Cyclops killer, we actually have no idea who did it. But in Ota's route, what's it called? Sosajima was murdered. Sosajima is what's it called? He's not in the options menu. Sausage Ema again, yeah. So this man dies in Ota's route, but he also dies in the big bad ending route. So it's the same thing where he was like, I guess, chopped up and put in the vase. But instead of it just being ambiguous, you see Boss's face at the very end of it. So she pretty much like executes him in cold blood and then looks at the mirror. This is the route where everyone dies. At the moment, however, they were like, look, like, this is locked. You're no longer allowed to go through this until you clear more story. So right now, I'm at the part of Iris's, what's it called? This is Iris's route at the moment that I'm at. Because when you do this big kind of sync at the beginning, it splits off. You could either go in this route that could be in this section, or you could be in this section. And I think the difference is that while Mizuki wakes up in this particular route, here she's very much not talking. So you have to kind of go into each of these little routes to learn new little things about the story. I'm glad you're playing and I'm just watching. No worries, it's it's a little dialogue heavy, but I think once you start to see, like, I feel like it's one of those things where we're probably not really gonna know which route is like the actual canon route until like the very end, because all these routes have like very big differences that make them very hard to parse the details on them. Let me get some water in. Ara ara. Okay. I think I just need to give myself a posture check. But hydrate. I think I might be able to see. Alright. Ara ara. Alright, we got this. Boo bus. Let's see. Alright, Aiba. There's scream boldly, scream shilly. Warn her. Or who are you? Let's see. I spent an hour just yesterday just looking at my model. Oh, nice. Hopefully, what's it called? It was very... I feel like it's one of those things where as soon as you kind of see it in motion, or as soon as you see like the image of it, you're just kind of like impressed with it. Or it's one of those things where back when I had my PNG and I was streaming from my PNG, I would just look at Rockna, I'd be like, what's it called? Just looking at him, like it was just such a precious like figure. Like everything about him, from like his little like kind of like his little smile to his little kind of just like really confident look. You just wanted to ruffle his hair up a bit. Sometimes when I'm feeling really down, like I'll just go into VTube Studio and I'll just kind of like, I guess have it's a little sad to say, but sometimes you have like I have a little conversation with Rockno where I'm just kind of like, it almost kind of feels like catching up with him, like making up for some lost time and just being like, how you doing, bro? Like everything all good? Or sometimes just play around with them, like do little smiles. Like things where you're just kind of like, it's just fun to be able to just tinker around with the computer and then just be like, now let me pay a little bit more attention to you. Let me pay a little more attention to this camera so I can act out a little bit while I'm just like on Steam, or while I'm just like looking into like uploading some things. Like, I'm just glad to be a 2D girl. That's the thing, where it's one of those things where like ages ago I couldn't imagine having like an anime avatar that I would just kind of like be able to like use as like, I guess kind of like my visage online. Or like back when like I got people like saying like, oh man, you're really funny, you should probably stream. This was around the time when there wasn't that many VTube models. This was like around like maybe like 2015-ish. So that was at least maybe the very basic like kind of Aikizuna model and nothing else. But, and then you had Vocaloid stuff, but being able to just be like, okay, you stream, the guy that's controlling Rachna, like, you love anime. Here's an opportunity that you can have like a little avatar that just has your voice, just has your personality, that you make jokes and it comes out and it's from this little anime avatar. I'm just like, wow, it's really something that makes, I guess that it feels nice to have gotten this far, you know? Or to get far enough to be like, okay, now I can just kind of like, now I can just, with a few clicks, I could just be Rachna. But it's not too different from being myself. It's just, what's it called? Instead of it just being my face, it's a little drawing. I'm glad that for you, it's as special as for me. I'm really glad that it must be really nice to be able to see your model and just be like, you know, like, I can do like, just by going on VideoTube or something of that sort, like, I just speak into the microphone and my avatar jumps and talks. Or like, just looking at my avatar, and even if I just streamed with no model, just my voice, like, I could have that voice just be something that's connected to this one image. And I'm like, people see me like this. Or people see me as an anime avatar, or as an anime boy, and I'm like, I guess as a big anime nerd, I'm like, oh boy. It feels like, I guess kind of almost more than worth all of this. All right, let's scream shrilly. That's probably really funny.
Wait, are you a ghost?
Idiot. It's me.
Who you? Me?
It's me.
Little Date.
I said me.
But are you a ghost?
I'm not a ghost.
Then... Aiba?
How does Aiba tolerate him? It takes a lot of patience. I feel like if Aiba could choose which eyeball she ended up being a part of, it probably... Date would probably be like the 5th choice. I'll just start rolling around.
I just thought I would project myself. You seem lonely.
How are you doing this?
I am overlaying the image your left eye processes with augmented reality. You can't see me through your right eye, only your left.
You can't just pop into my eyeball without permission.
You do realize I do that all the time, right?
Because then it even seems like Date is like tolerating Aiba. Like they're both just at each other's throats. Alright, about your appearance.
Come to think of it, you look kind of like you do when you're in Somnium.
Alright, let's play with that desktop audio bit. I think this might be good.
What's that about?
What do you mean?
Well, you don't usually look like that. You have a Somnium form and another form.
Oh, this?
Yes, that.
Yes, that.
Why are you doing this now?
I was bored last night, so
Hey, no problem. I'm glad that it was a little bit louder.
I thought you would like it.
Why would I like it?
Well, I did attempt to shape myself to
Not your
preference.
preference.
If you could do that, change it. Be Reika from Tiefblau.
I will not,
Why not?
because I won't.
How do you appear in Somnium?
I am connected to your brain via artificial nerve. I am part of your working brain. Our minds are one. During the sync, when the data that constitutes your ego is transferred, some of my main programming is also transferred. That is why I appear in Somnium. Do I even need to explain this sort of thing to you? I have experienced syncing many times with you.
True.
Although it is true that I have never appeared to you in this form.
About the ringtone I heard at Somnium.
It was somewhere around here, right? Where I heard the phone ring.
Affirmative.
The source can't be far.
It's so early in the story that's giving me like refreshers on what everything is, and I'm like, wait a second.
Phone must be nearby.
I'm getting lore dumps of stuff I've already
I
experienced.
do not know if it actually exists. Dreams consist of memories. But that does not mean that they perfectly mirror reality. In fact, it is
It's been a
more
while since I
common
put
that what occurs
the
in
gloomy
dreams
filter
is
over
distorted.
the blushing filter. What is that like?
For example, the events witnessed in the last Somnium were absurd,
It looks so menacing.
exaggerated, or otherwise warped.
When you do it with all of this at once, it looks like yandere.
Clearly, they do not represent exactly what happened in reality. The ringtone as well.
Mizuki didn't necessarily hear it. I understand that, but it's our only lead.
Anything catch your eye butt?
As I mentioned earlier,
Look
I
for a
cannot
dot.
say for certain if there was a phone here. However, if there is, it must be well hidden. CSI has already searched the area
That's not
thoroughly,
it.
but they did not discover anything.
Well hidden, huh? Maybe a place you can't see with the naked eye.
But with my eye, let's see. Anywhere suspicious?
Let me see. I need to analyze the surroundings. It is certainly the case that the phone would be placed somewhere not readily visible to the naked eye. If it exists at all.
Anywhere suspicious?
Did you check the horse?
A horse?
Shoko's body was placed on this horse.
Is eyeball like an eyeball? Yes, what's it called?
It must be significant, and it appears that the horse is...
Let me see if I can... Oh, X-ray. Don't lose me if my internet goes... Never if I fall asleep. Okay. What's it called?
Look at that.
Yeah, because if you see over here, like, what's it called? If that yellow eye of his on, like, the left. I think on his left. But you're right. That's where Aiba usually hangs out at.
It appears to be a smartphone.
I knew it was in the horse.
Don't lie. You doubted me.
So how do I get it out?
I cannot find any weaknesses or seams in the horse's body.
I know I might head out soon, but not
The horse's
too
neck
soon.
does not detach either.
I know I said day 3, but I might wait until the next sync.
There must be some hole or something.
I found one.
Where?
The mouth of the horse. I might be able to fit inside. One moment.
Let's see. Because this is very new. I don't think I ever got inside the... or got the cell phone. Oh.
Yes. Good job, Aiba.
It's always funny when I hear Aiba's voice at times and it kind of sounds like Venti. Like sometimes it just sounds like very much like just like, I'm reading from this. That's okay. And then it'll be like, I found a Hercules beetle. Yay, Hercules beetle.
Aiba, who owned this phone? The number is...
When Aiba gets really excited, it starts to sound a bit like Venti.
This is a rental phone.
Maybe we can call it and get some apple cider. Oh man, I could drink so much of it. Ah!
A rental?
The
Maybe
owner
I'll
is
put it on
unknown.
Diluc's
It
tab
was
again.
registered under a false identity.
Come on.
Oh no. I remember what you wrote about Venti. Oh yeah, I was like, I'm a huge Venti fan.
Date,
I think
look
that
at the
what's it
device
called?
history.
He was like one of the first like kind of characters that I was like kind of aiming to pull with Genshin. Because I had like Mona and a few other like kind of just 4 stars. But like I was constantly waiting for like the next Venti banner. I feel like he was kind of one of the first few characters I really like kind of connected with in Genshin because he was just sort of this like lazy drunk like kind of like god character where he's all powerful and he's like this wind spirit, but he's also just like really sloppy and also just kind of like a lot more human than you would think in the sense of just like being just, I guess, a lot more personable. In your next life, please be a femboy. I guess I kind of was like, I think about like 5 years ago, I was a pretty convincing femboy, but I've gotten hairier since.
It's gone. No outgoing call history.
Like I'm a little, I feel like if I at least shaved my beard, I could pass it off. But I think, what's it called? A few years ago, Twink Death hit. Or Twunk Death hit. I really liked Venti before. Yeah, Venti was really adorable. I think
What
that
about the incoming history?
I ended up really endearing to Scaramouche over the years, or at least within the past year or two.
Only one call. 9:02 p.m.
Because he was just like really bratty. Oh, but important information, beard. I kind of have one in real life, not too much. I know it's I trim it a lot. I do have really long hair though, but like oh my yeah. Wander, my boy. I love him. He's so like I guess probably a little bratty, kind of a jerk, but also has a bit of a soft side. So it's really
Mizuki
funny to
and
just
Ota
hear him just
discovered
be
the
like,
corpse at approximately
"Don't look
9
at me."
p.m.
What? You want to use my hat as an umbrella? What would make you think such stupid thoughts? I was like, quit following me.
Mizuki must have heard this phone.
That would connect to what we experienced in Somnium.
Let's see.
Who is the call?
Their name isn't displayed. The number isn't in their contacts. In fact, there are no contacts.
Yeah, it's
No
always
numbers
funny
at
to
all.
hear like the little bits of lines that are either him just leaning into it and being just like, insignificant insects, get out of my face. And then other times where he's just like, I mean, I don't know what kind of food I enjoy.
This number is also from a rental phone. No owner is registered.
Yeah, just keep clicking the smartphone.
Oh,
What happened?
the battery died. The screen turned off.
So we'll have to charge it a bit. Okay, Aiba, what is the dealio?
Iva, remember the number I just gave you?
Of course.
I'm gonna call.
Call it.
Oh yeah, Date's eyes winking now that the actual eyeball part of eye is on the horse's nose. It connected.
My name is Kaname Date. I'm with the Metropolitan Police Department.
Are you an idiot?
Oh,
They hung up.
Oh, you think so?
you announced you were the cops and didn't just say, "Hi, how are you doing?"
What kind of low IQ ignoramus calls a suspicious number and says they are from the police?
I couldn't help it. I wasn't ready. I just said the first thing that came into my head.
You told me to call.
I didn't think it would work.
Disappointing. There is no other word for it.
You're telling me.
Alright. You call it again?
Iba, can you call it again? I'll be ready this time, I swear.
Are you sure?
Yeah, trust me.
The number you've dialed.
is no longer
Oh,
in
they
service.
disconnected.
Damn, call deny.
Call deny?
Yeah, call denied.
Oh, the thing Reika from the Cabaret Club did to your number.
Damn, you remember that?
Call Reika.
What? Why?
I want to hear her voice.
She put you on call deny.
Can't you try from another line?
I can, but I won't.
But I won't.
Use a payphone if you want to call her.
Trust me, from Date. It's like... Trust me, it is very important to the investigation that you call this girl from the Cabaret Club. As long as I'm within range, I can use Iba to make any call, whether it's on the line or Nile. Iba's connected in my mind regardless. I can talk normally. Who's the person we just called?
Probably someone involved in the incident. They hung up as soon as they heard you mention the police, then refused further incoming calls. That behavior is at the very least suspicious.
Alright, what self tower did they call connect to?
Near 3rd Street, Shinjuku.
That's a wide range.
Oh man.
Can you tell if they called from a smartphone?
Used to take. Oh yeah, this is the Tokyo Metropolitan
They did.
Police.
I can tell from the number.
Does it have GPS?
The phone is likely capable of that function, but it has been disabled. The power also appears to be off. I cannot connect from any line. Because you blew it.
I'm gonna be right back a sec, just to go to the bathroom. It shouldn't be too long. What? I'm back. Let's see. Alright, Iba. Why is the phone in the horse?
Unknown, but it does appear to be. Did the culprit do this? Or did some. And for what specific purpose?
Should we go to Shinjuku?
There would be no point to that now. The recipient is alerted to our presence and likely on the move.
Right.
Let's go.
Iba, let's get going. There's nothing more here.
Where are we going?
I have to go
Iris's
to
house?
bed. Okay, Angelic, it's nice to. What's it called? It's nice that you were able to come around.
Yeah.
Have 5 hours to sleep. And make sure you're able to get some good rest in. I know, usually like 5 or. I usually wind up getting around like 5 to 6, but. I try to aim for 7 to 8.
I'm curious.
About your prophecy? Absurd. It was nothing.
Let's hope so.
Let's see. I think I might just 'Cause I think I might actually call out a bit. Or I think I might call it. It's starting to get a bit late on my end. Now I need to figure out like what to make.
Coming! Date!
Date. Alright, from here. Alright, let's save. It'll be over this particular one. Yeah, the boss's office locked. I could save over this one. Well, I'm glad I talked to you before bed. No worries. What's it called? I'm glad that you were able to stop by. Especially since, what's it called? You have quite a long train ride. Right. I think that should be good. I'm so paranoid when it comes to saving. Streams are always wonderful. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. I'm really happy that you're able to enjoy a lot of what I do, or a lot of my streams. I think that it feels nice to be able to play some games, or especially use my free time to be able to play some games. See, that's the Danganronpa 1 and 2 I got. But, yeah. I want to thank you all so much for coming along. It was really awesome to be able to stream for quite a bit of time. Especially since I have to, what's it called? I feel like I usually get so ambitious with my weekend streams. Or ever since I started streaming more on the weekends, I'm usually like, okay, I usually stream for like 1 to 2 hours, but what if I pushed it to like 3 to 4? Man, it feels nice to be able to play games for quite a while, especially to be able to put on a show for it. Hopefully by the time I'm wrapped up with this, I can do like maybe a few streams where I read a lot of the dialogue. But what's it called? Tomorrow I'll be playing some more Persona 3. And I think it'll be like probably like 1 to 2 more, like 2 to 3 more streams before I finish it. But I'll probably do some more grinding. Before I head out, in case this is your first time, I'm Rocknaroka. I'm an alien. In the daytime, I do a bit of cafe work, but at night, I'm a radio DJ. Two of the things that make me an alien. One are these eyes, of course, but the other thing is this beauty mark. And I'm able to control the ability of the sound waves when I'm able to interact with them. So when I poke my beauty mark and I poke the mic, I can send out all kinds of positive vibes for the weekend. Alright. Hopefully you all have a wonderful weekend. A wonderful rest of your Saturday or Sunday if you're already there. I'm going to be enjoying tomorrow with Persona 3. So until then, I'll be seeing all of you. Bye now.